What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode number 15 of the Comics Noob podcast. I am one of your hosts, Chris, aka the Comics Noob, and with me as always is my main man, Alec, AJ, Dubs, the man with the face. What's up, guys? You should. I don't know why you should. Don't. What's up going on, guys? Welcome to the Comics Noob. If you don't know what this is a show where we talk our favorite comics. We talk about the comics that we're reading, some new stuff. I recently got back into comics and decided to do a podcast. So I dragged my nephew into it, and now we're reading comics and sharing them with you guys. So that's we started at DC Rebirth, and we usually start at new number ones of series that we like or pick up, or in Alex's case, when he walks into the comic shop and he sees an awesome cover, he just picks it up, which is the case with two new ones that we're going to be talking today. Today we're going to have a theme. I might start doing themes on the show. We are at episode 15, so thank you very much for everyone who's been supporting us and retweeting.
15-year anniversary.
15-year anniversary. Oh. Yep, and we're using TeamSpeak instead of Discord for the chat today. And like I said, we're going to do two new comics today. So what we're going to talk about, the theme of this podcast today is Possession, Death, plus Batman. All right, Possession, Death, and Batman. That's what we're going to talk about. But first, we're going to talk about Batman. Then we're going to get into a comic that's in the second issue of Kill or Be Killed, which is one of our new favorites. And then the two new ones we're going to talk about are going to be the comic Demonic by Image and La Muerta, Last Rites. La Muerta, Last Rites, number 1 from Coffin Comics. That's Coffin Comics. So that's what we're going to do today, guys. So sit back, relax, and get ready to make some comments for us, because we're going to start some shit. Okay, on to Batman. On to Batman number 1. All right, let's do Batman. Okay, so I'm not going to do these recaps. We're not going to do these long-ass recaps like we were. I don't have the fucking wherewithal to do it right now. So I'm just going to quickly go over, if you don't know what's going on in this Batman comic. Guys, this is also spoilers. We talk about everything. So if you haven't read it, too bad. You'll listen to us talk about it. Anyway, Gotham girl, Claire, she goes fucking insane. Her brother, she killed the brother, and this is the aftermath. This is actually the epilogue of I Am Gotham. This is the epilogue for I Am Gotham. So this is the close to this arc. Really awesome arc, really great stuff. We love Tom King. We're really enjoying this going forward, and so this is basically set up. Starts on Monday and goes to days of the week. She shaves her head, and we just see how she's basically literally killing herself, because what happens with Gotham and Gotham Girl is they got their powers by basically selling their souls. So when they use their powers, depending on how much they exert themselves using their powers, they take days, lives, hours, minutes, years off their life. And so she's going pretty hard crime fighting, and everyone's worried about her, and it goes through every day of the week. And, Batman finally ends up having to save her from the brink. And that's basically what happened. Really interesting comic, really good. I really enjoyed it. We do know that she ends up marrying Duke later on, obviously after this incident, so I guess she gets her back into her right mind. But dude, really poignant comic. This just goes to show you, not only can comics fucking make you feel something and be exciting and stuff, but I was absolutely too, man.
Pussy, but I was tearing up.
You're not a pussy having feelings, man.
Dude,
you know.
Dude, I'm a crybaby bitch, but I was tearing up.
Listen, it's good to cry. I didn't write any notes for this issue. I didn't write notes for anything this week. I just wanted to go off the cuff, and it's just I just want to go by pure feeling, because her breakdown was really I'm sitting here going, she's fucking killing herself, going out every night.
And she's talking to
Thank you. Yeah, that was my next point.
Her brother, and I lost my father. I know what it's like to talk to somebody like that.
Yeah,
yep,
I hear you, man.
That shit hit me hard,
Just talking out loud to the one that you lost, and it's yeah, dude, and I've lost many, many people in my life, and Alec and I, just recently lost a family member at the beginning of the summer, and and many other people along the way, and it's just this is for anyone who's ever lost someone. This is it really hits you, and so seeing her do this, and she's talking to him, and
rehashing
old memories, and she's forgetting things, and yeah, it was just really, really sad. And like, I was like, shit, she's, but again, you do know that she does end up at least not dying here, or, well, she could have and got brought back, who the fuck knows, but she doesn't really die. I figured she wasn't going to die because she said later on that she married, whatever, and we still have yet to see what Batman did, because she does, in issue 5, she did say, what Batman did or whatever the fuck, but either way, we knew she was going to marry Duke, but this was like her demise, and you're like, this girl's going to kill herself, everyone's worried about her, and then Batman comes in, and he's just literally like, and she's like, oh my god, it's Batman, like she's never seen him before, like, what? And he's trying to tell her, like, listen, it's okay, you're okay, it's okay to hurt, it's okay to be upset, this is why I do this, because I lost people. And he goes to call her Gotham, and he's like, Claire, and he takes his fucking mask off, he says, I'm Bruce Wayne, and I know what it's like, and I mean, I don't know about you. You've read more Batman than I have, but I mean, this is like the first time he's ever actually I've heard him talk or see him talk about his mom, and he talks about how his mom he watched when he was 10, he watched his mom and dad die, and he held his mom's hand, and it was blood on her hand, and he didn't care. Like, he just kept talking to her, and there was all this blood, he kept saying, on her hand,
Yeah, I've never heard him say anything like this.
I mean, this is like...
Maybe I just haven't read something specific, but I haven't heard him say anything like that.
Right, and I was just like, wow, this is fucking insane. Like, this was crazy, but great, though. To stand there without his mask on and talk about holding his mother's hand with the blood on it, and he's like, I talked to her, I had to, I still have to, Like, I'm even getting choked up just, looking at it and reading it again, And it's interesting because at the very end, I mean, this last page really got me too, because she finally comes back to reality, and she says, I miss him. She says, I don't feel good. He goes, I know. He goes, I miss him. I know. And she goes, I miss him. He's like, I know. And having just lost someone, and it's crazy because and
let's also not forget, like you said, she had to kill him.
And we haven't even broken into that yet. Yeah, she hasn't even got into that. But
yeah, it's not like he died alongside her. Like, she had to kill his ass. Like, that's and before she had to kill him, she had to witness him go crazy and beat the shit out the motherfucking Justice League.
Yeah.
So she's all kinds of fucked up in the head.
Yeah. And and that's why King ended it just perfect, though, because when you're comforting someone, we lost a family member. We lost 2 family members. We lost our cat, and we lost another family member in my household. And it's like, my wife was distraught because she absolutely loved that cat. And you may be saying it's just a fucking cat, but whatever, fuck you, because it was a family member. It was a cat that we rescued. She lost her tail.
I lost my cat, bro.
Yeah, you know what it's like. Many people have. I bet you everyone listening has an animal, and they're like, fuck, I lost my animal, or I have lost my animal. So they know. So anyway, my wife was so distraught. And even now, she'll still break into tears and be like, I miss her so much. And like Batman does here, all I can do is hug her and hold her and say, I know. And and just to end it like that, to me, means, Tom King's coming from someplace from his, he must know what it's like, because that was just perfect. Like, it ended, and I was like, I had tears in my eyes, and I was like, fuck,
I mean, there was a page after that, but it was kind of like it was kind of just like a lead.
Well, that was, so on the Sunday, yeah. So, it's he's talking with the fucking maniac, the thin version of Waller.
She was thin, and I think in New Suicide Squad, which was the last New 52.
Right, but no, not the Rebirth Suicide Squad. She's big boned again,
Yeah, it's constantly fucking changing.
Whatever, it is what it is, but. They're obviously, but you must like this. All right, we'll get to the end in a second. I want to go back to the beginning to bring some levity to this, to the mournfulness. The beginning, she says the joke, and it's she says, Hank, I heard the best joke. It's so good. I mean, it's like one of those things where you have to hear it and you have to go and tell it to someone. But she's like, but I didn't tell it to anyone. I just wanted to tell you first, Hank. Anyway, here it goes. Why don't you ever see Batman hiding in trees as she's shaving her head? Because he's so good at it. So, and she's laughing, and she's got her head shaved. And really, that was like a great way to open it up to tell you how like crazy she's gone. And then at the very end, we see the scene with Waller where the next is going to be Night of the Monster Men, which is what we've already preluded to in previous issues. You know, the Monster Men are coming, this and that. Then it says, then on 10/19, I Am Suicide Part 1. I don't know what that means. Is that...
But I think the Monster Men is...
The arc.
The arc.
That's the arc, and then the new one is I Am Suicide. Yeah, so issue 7 is going to be I Am Suicide.
Yeah, he's going to Santa Prisca to fight Bane.
Okay, so Bane, you must like that. You must like that they're bringing Bane as the mastermind villain.
Bro, they brought Bane in fucking what was it? Batman and Robin Eternal. And if I remember correctly, I think he fucking fought Azrael. And I was like, this is fucking awesome. Like, I love seeing Bane, dude. I love when they go there.
Yeah.
Like, it's awesome. He
always
looks different.
I'm not a huge fan of Bane, but you know, I'm definitely interested into seeing what it's gonna be. So just a great issue. I fucking love this goddamn comic. This is like my number one comic right now. It's so good. Which is crazy because we're reading so many good comics. And this is definitely one of the best of the fucking Rebirth. If not the best right now. Like, you just can't top it. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, it really is.
So anyway, guys, I think we're going to wrap up Batman. We have a lot to talk about today. Yeah, I mean, guys...
Real quick, let me ask you, since I'm looking at this last page in this, are you gonna read the Teen Titans?
I don't know. Dude, there's too many. There's too fucking many, man.
Damian Wayne Robin is taking over the motherfucking Teen Titans.
I actually did want to read it. What are they in 3 issues now? We're 3 in? 2 in?
It says number 1. It starts monthly in October.
So they had the Rebirth one. Okay, so I need the Rebirth. No,
the other one is Titans. This is Teen Titans.
Oh, okay. I heard the Titans was pretty decent. I think they're in issue 3.
This, if I'm not mistaken, Judge, he's holding up a blade, and
that. Yeah, I saw that.
I see Wally, the other Wally West in that shit.
The original Wally West, because he said he was going to the Titans, the one from Rebirth.
No, not him. The other.
The new Wally. Oh, I'm sorry. I closed out. Fuck, I'm an idiot. I closed out the thing. I mean, I can open it up real quick.
It looks like he's gonna be in there. Yeah, that shit looks cool. So yeah, check this shit out. Beast Boy is a girl, so Beast Girl.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh yeah. You're right. Starfire. You know what? I might fucking do it then. But that means we have to read Rebirth. I didn't read the Rebirth one.
No, I don't think there is a Rebirth of this one. There wasn't a Rebirth issue of Harley Quinn either.
Okay.
This page just says number 1. It doesn't even say.
Okay.
Rebirth.
Can we talk real quick about Batman Day on September 17th?
Yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, that's the day my brother gets here.
Yeah. Oh shit. Nice. Then we gotta hit up a shop together and go get our fucking copies. Special edition of Batman ones. I want to get those.
Yeah. What else they'll have going on there?
Yeah. So I don't know. So as of the recording of this, we're recording this on the 12th. So next week is going to be
5 days.
Yeah. Well, I guess this week because today's Monday. So all right. So yeah. So that's that. Alrighty. So let's now move on to Kill or Be Killed number 2. Ed Brubaker, Sean Phillips. Oh, God, man. Dude, Ed Brubaker is fucking great. If you don't know who Ed Brubaker is, he does a lot of pulp stuff.
I got to read more of his shit.
I do, dude. The Fade Out. I want to read The Fade Out. I want to read... If you in the back of this one, Fatal, Criminal, the Criminal series... He does.
That looks so cool. Them covers look dope.
You know, I'm not.
The crime.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of crime noir. But I'm kind of getting into it with this. Okay, so anyway, what is Kill or Be Killed? Kill or Be Killed is about a kid in college who ends up he wants to kill himself. So, you know, for whatever reason in the first comics, we're not going to get into that. If you haven't read it, go read the first comic. But this, again, we're going to spoil the shit out of this one. Anyway, he gets subcontracted by a fucking demon to kill people. All right? So that's where it's at. At the end of the last issue, he got his ass beat by a couple of hobos. They just beat him for no reason, like pretty badly. And he was actually on the verge of dying because he only had only a few hours left to kill someone, he has to kill someone one a month.
Beat him. That was Satan's or the demon's fucking
right
way. That was his last way of telling him. You remember because he put the gun up to his head and shit.
Yeah,
but he didn't kill him.
Right. So he has to kill one a month, right?
Yeah, something like that. It's
one a month.
He says like bad people, and he's like, "How do I know who's bad?" He says, "You'll know." You know?
Right. So now we kind of come right back into it, like right after that happens. And again, I'm going to do a quick recap about this, but he basically is on the search now. Well, how do I know who to kill? How do I kill them? I'm not going to stab them. I'm not going to use a machete or anything crazy like that. And he remembers that. So he goes to his drug dealer, and he usually gets it's like, what does he get? Painkillers, I guess he gets, or antidepressants, or whatever he gets from this guy in a van. And he asked him if he could get him a gun, and he says, "No, I can't get you a gun." He goes, "Wait, I know where I can get a gun from." And then it just fucking goes pretty real, pretty real. And I do want to say the story. So what happens is he knows he can get a gun from his dad's, from inside his attic at his mom's house. His dad was a painter, an artist, and ended up doing a lot of porn. It was like sci-fi. It was fantasy, sci-fi, fantasy porn. And he did for these like pulp magazines, and the dad was a drunk and ended up killing himself because he said, "Oh, you know," he didn't see that all this stuff he was doing, he didn't consider that successful. So, you know, there's a scene in this issue where he tells his son, basically tells his son, life fucking sucks, and you can't do anything about it. Which was like, I think, like really soon before he fucking killed himself. I think, and then he's like, and then the next week, right? Yeah, he says 3 months, right? One night a few months before he killed himself, he got really drunk and told me about it. So he was sorry, I'm stuttering here. So he's up in the attic and he finds the gun underneath a whole bunch of old issues of the magazine his dad used to paint for. And then it cuts to a story of why he's choosing who he's going to kill, and he's going to kill this guy. No, not Teddy. Teddy was the kid. Teddy was his friend. He's going to kill his childhood friend's brother because in the story they're up in the attic one day, and his friend Teddy is like, "Why don't we?" He's like, they're looking at the nudie magazines, and he's like, "Hey, you know what we could do?" And he says, "What?" He says, "We could pull down our underwears and touch our pee-pees to our buttholes." And he's like, "Why do we do that? That's stupid." And he's like, "Oh, no, it's cool. My brother does it with me sometimes." And then it says Teddy's brother was a teenager. So we find out that obviously this kid's older brother was, molesting Dylan's friend Teddy. Yeah, so he's like, and that's some pretty crazy shit. Like that's some like down to earth shit right there. Or you know what I'm saying? Like that's some real shit. So he decides he's gonna go and fucking kill Teddy's brother. And he finds out that he runs a bar a couple towns over, and it's all winter. He takes his mom's car and he runs over there and he goes to kill him. And he ends up killing him. He ends up shooting him in the fucking head. Which was awesome. Which was fucking awesome. And, and so he did it. So he fucking killed him. We didn't see the demon at all this issue. And, I recapped while we were talking about it. And then, but, and that's basically what happens in this issue. But it's just, the thing I took away was just, like, the storytelling in this fucking thing. And it opens up with him telling about what his favorite story is, which is the Tale of the Hunchback from the 1001 Nights, which I guess is a compilation of stories. And it's just, I'm not going to go over the story here. You should, if you haven't read the issue, read it. If you have read the issue, you know what I'm talking about. But
I love how real this is, though. I love how real everything is. Like, it's all shit that, like, if you were in the situation, shit you might think to yourself,
Yeah.
Like the way it's written, the way he talks and stuff like that. You know, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
No, that's it.
I like the way it's written.
You explained it fucking perfectly. Like that's I mean, it's great. It's such a really good story.
You can tell that there's a lot of what he felt in this. You know what I mean? There's a lot of his personal feelings and shit that this character says.
Yeah, I mean, I like the tone. It's we're following one person. There's not a big cast right now. The only other people are the girl that he's in love with, and she says in the beginning, you know, she sees him like in the mirror, like, "Fuck, you just got fucked up. What happened?" You know, and he's like, "Oh, don't worry about it. I got knocked around. I'm just fine." You know. And she's like, "Hey, now if you read the first issue, did they fuck? I think they did, right?
Yes.
Or they fooled around a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's dating his best friend who lives in the apartment with him. This guy Dylan, the main character. Her name is Kira. It's his best friend's boyfriend. They were friends first, and then she met the friend, and now they're dating and fucking. And basically, she's like living there. But when the boyfriend, she would fuck with Dylan. She'd kiss him and touch him, and they'd fucking fool around, like literally in the next room while the guy's in the other room, you know. And she says to him in the beginning of the issue, you know, he's going out of town. Can we talk? And he's like, you know, he was preoccupied at the time, but he ends up coming home, and she fell asleep on the couch waiting for him. And he's like, let's get you to bed. You know, we'll talk tomorrow, whatever. And then he goes into the room, and he's just looking at the gun. So it's just a really grounded, really closed story. It's dark, it's gritty. It takes place in the winter in New York City, which we don't live in New York City, but we're pretty close to it, and we know what it's like out here in the winter and shit. And it's just like very dark, very, very dark. I'm so interested, though, in seeing what happens. Like, you know it's going to take some crazy fucking turns. You know what I mean? We didn't see the demon this time. I guess we don't need to see him because he's doing his thing, Dylan. He's doing what he's supposed to do. But I don't know, man. I really like this one. I really like this comic. And, yeah, this is my first, like, possession-type, demon-type thing, you know. But it's really focusing on this kid. He's in his 20s, his early 20s, and he's like, he's got to do this or he'll die. Like, it's crazy, dude, you know? But, I mean, if this is what we're going to expect, this is what we can expect going forward, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be some crazy shit. Like, Ed Brubaker, he knows what the fuck he's doing. He's been around a long time. He knows the deal. He knows how to write a good fucking story. And that alone makes me want to read his other stuff. Even if I'm not into that detective noir type stuff, I think I just want to read some for the story, just as...
Yeah, I've always wanted to read shit like that, but I never really knew, like, where to start, I guess.
Well, now, there you go. You got plenty in the back of the comic here. Yeah, he's got a whole bunch of shit. The Fade Out seems fucking really cool, and it's now in a bunch of trades, I think, so you can probably pick up some of those. Yeah, I mean, what else can I say? Is that it? I mean, it was such a great comic, you know?
Yeah, that's about it.
All right, I guess that's about that for that. So, guys, let us know what you think of Kill or Be Killed by Ed Brubaker. Such a fucking good comic. Such a great story so far. That is our first possession comic from Image. And the next one, I believe, is this from Image, too? Yep, the next one is also from Image, which is very interesting. And that one is called Demonic. So the next one we're going to talk about is Demonic.
One that I walked in and was like, holy shit, cool cover. Bought it, you know?
Right. Exactly, yeah. So
be fucking awesome. Like Image
and Skybound, man.
Gets me with the fucking comics, dude.
I know, they're good.
The covers. They get me with the covers.
You know, and it's crazy because you said you were going to read this, and I had seen this. In fact, this was in the back of... Was it Kill or Be Killed? The first issue?
I don't know. What? I mentioned this before?
Well, I've read the first part of this. The first beginning of this where they're in the car and then they go to the woman's house. And it, like, cut right before he goes into the apartment. So, Demonic. Demonic is about a detective, okay?
With like a dark, fucked up past, you know, he's like...
His name is Graves, right? So it's him and his partner, and they get this call for this woman threw this guy out of a building, and they go in, and she's all fucking insane. She sounds all insane, and Turns out there's some type of cult shit going on, and she's got pictures in the fucking apartment, and basically he ends up almost getting killed. His partner saves him. He has a little girl. He goes home. He's got a little girl, and his little girl was sick and is kind of like on the mend or something, right? Yeah. And apparently there's this group or something happened called Novo, and something, and you could tell that the husband and wife are a little. They're like on thin ice with each other, you know, like this.
Yeah, they've had a lot of history of like fucked up shit
between their daughter and some shit I guess that happened with his job, and
like apparently it seems like he used to be a real fucking scumbag. That's kind of what it seems like.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
man to them, you know?
Yeah, exactly. So he's trying to be on the up and up and do the best for his family, and then this fucking woman comes, which is, dude, the shot where it's like she's being formed by fucking flies is fucking insane. I was like, what?
Not yet. I mean, the fucking daughter didn't wake up. You can't forget that, you know.
Well, I'm sorry. I missed the whole point where the daughter doesn't wake up, and they go to the hospital, and when the doctor has no idea what's going on. He has like, I don't know why. I don't know what's going on. And then all of a sudden, it's like, I have to go outside for some air. So the guy goes out, and he goes outside, and then all these flies like form this woman in this, like, she's basically naked, just wearing this like slinky dress, and it's this fucking demon, and it turns out it's this fucking.
And she's like really hot, but she's fucking.
Her name,
crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how to say her name. Aeshma.
Yeah, I would imagine. Yeah,
Aeshma, I guess.
Yeah.
Aeshma, and basically it's a demon. You know how we have demons from our past? This is a demon from his past in literal form, and basically is like, look, You want your wife and kid back. You want your kid to get better. You want to stay with your wife. You want all that shit. You're going to have to do shit for me. You're going to have to start killing people for me. So, similar to Kill or Be Killed, but this is like way more overt. And she literally like hurts him, stabs him. She takes him to a bar, and he's like, I'm not fucking doing. She brings him a case of knives. And you're like, what? All these blades in this like case, and it's like, what the?
When you see her body, that's what you can see what her true form is, and with the hands, like
her demon form and shit, yeah. And so it's an invisible fucking demon haunting him everywhere he goes, saying, "You're gonna do this shit for me, whether you like it or not." And he's like, "Fucking fine." So his daughter wakes up miraculously, just boom, wakes up. She's like, oh, she's fine again. Yay, okay, great. And he's like, fine, I'll fucking do this for you. So, dude, then it made a fucking turn that I didn't fucking expect. He's like, listen, I'm going to go home and get some clothes and stuff for us. And she's like, you're leaving? And she's like, yeah, I gotta go, you know. And she's like, all right, fine, listen, you know, go do your, you know, you have to work, make sure you work, and you come back to us and be safe out there. And he goes home and opens up this fucking case, and he's got these fucking clothes, like this hood. And I failed to mention that in the beginning when he fought with that woman in the apartment, she wore this, like, mask. And it's like, I don't know, what does it look like to you? Like a cult devil mask or something?
It literally looks like
it's got blood all over it. Yeah. Like almost like a Jason Voorhees mask in a way, but it's like more demonic looking.
Cut out and shit, mouth drawn on.
So, dude, this motherfucker goes all goddamn Freddy Krueger fucking bondage fucking
Edward Scissorhands.
Edward fucking Scissorhand, dude. It's we should put this up on fucking Instagram, this picture, dude.
Yeah, that page, dude, the page when he's fucking, oh my god. Like,
dude.
I was like, that shit gave me the chills. I was like, this is amazing.
Yeah, seriously.
I read this entire series.
So this definitely took a fucking turn. I mean, so he basically puts this outfit on. He puts this mask on, this ratty-ass hood and cowl thing, and he's dressed up in like this
cape
bondage with all these belts, and he's got blades in his fucking hands. And I was like, on like these out of these gloves, and he jumps down like off a building. And he's like, whoa, where'd I get all these powers from? So he's
like sitting on his back and shit. Like,
yeah, he's sliding down the sides of the building, and she's standing like perpendicular to the building, and she's sitting on his fucking shoulders as he's sliding down the building. Like, so now he's got all these crazy ass powers. He shows up in the middle of these guys. What are these guys doing? Like, it's like a drug deal or some dumb shit.
Yeah, something.
In an alley or whatever, right?
Yeah, he's just fucking with someone, yeah.
And so he comes down, and he gets fucking shot.
Yeah, he gets shot 3 times.
The guy, you know, the main character, Graves, he gets shot. What?
Fucking point blank. it 3 times like a dick. Like he lands like a badass.
And then gets fucking shot. Yeah.
Like a prick. Like, what did you think was going to happen? Why are you standing there for? Do something. Like,
it's fucking crazy. And I know we're kind of recapping it here, but it's the first issue and we got to like kind of awesome. Go over it. Yeah, so basically
and then you see more of her true form with the fucking
with the horns. Yeah, so, you know, and it's like so he gets up from she helps him, like I don't know, enables him, like gives him more power or something. He gets up and he's like, what the fuck, you know? What have you done to me, you know? And so she ends up taking him to another place. Like, I guess that was to show him, like, look, you're powerful. You know, you're going to have the tools to do what I need you to fucking do.
I looked up what her name came from, by the way. Like, briefly.
Oh, where'd it come from?
It's like a sort of, like, demon of rage and wrath.
Oh. Interesting. Yeah, okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah. So then we end up outside Mel's diner, and I don't know where this takes place. Do you? I don't remember where this takes place. I don't think they said it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably some no-name city. Anyway, he shows up, and
he fucking cuts this
he apparently she wants him to kill this dude that comes out, and he fucking decimates this motherfucker. He like rips his
fingers cutting off,
chops his fingers off, puts a blade in his fucking eye. His eye pops out.
It looks like he just threw the fucking claws at him, not even knowing what the fuck. He just like threw him at it in his direction and just fucked him up.
Well, she's been talking to him this whole time, saying all this shit to him, and he's like, "Shut up, no more talking." As he's fucking decimating this guy, then he's like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry." He looks down. This guy's eyes hanging out. He's bloody everywhere. And he's got a fucking police badge attached to his fucking blades. He's like, oh, fuck. This guy was a detective.
And this guy's fucked up. No fingers. All
fucking he's done. And she's all clapping, barefoot in the blood. And then it fucking ends. So, yeah. So, okay. So, different from Kill or Be Killed. This is more fantastical. This is more open and out there. You know, there's a whole backstory going on here. I actually really enjoyed this, and you know what's interesting, because Image, this is the third comic that I know of from Image Skybound that is fucking about possession, because there's also Outcast, which I have yet to start, from Robert Kirkman of Walking Dead fame. So I'm like, what the fuck? How many of these are they doing? Like, they're really into this shit right now. So, yeah. So Demonic issue 1, I actually really enjoyed it. The style of the art is very like I want to say
awesome,
but it's like 60s, 80s.
I don't know what it is.
It's old timey to me. It looks like old timey, dude.
It kind of looks like the Archer cartoon a little bit.
A little bit, but not as refined. Like, they're very refined, those characters. Yeah. This is more organic, obviously, in its comic, but yeah, just like really old timey. Like, and I like it though. I fucking like it. So, demons with the fucking flies and shit. So I don't know, man. I mean, this is a good one. I guess we're gonna be reading this one, huh?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's fucking good. It's definitely, guys, check it out if you haven't checked it out. You have any questions about it, let me know, because I know everything about it. No, I don't. I'm just fucking lying.
Rated M for mature.
Rated M for mature.
They're under the ESRB rating system all of a sudden.
Yeah, you're right. What the fuck? So, I mean, really cool. I'm excited to see what the fuck where it goes, because it's like, you know, I don't know. And again, yeah, we say a lot of positive things about the stuff we read, mainly because we read the stuff what we like. But it's interesting. Alec's really good at picking comics. So I usually will read. Again, our repertoire has fucking grown. We started with like 3-4 comics, and now we're at like 10, 12. I don't even fucking know how many, dude. But yeah, so anything else with Demonic? I think we went over it.
Yeah, no, that's about it.
I think that was pretty good. I didn't mean to fucking recap, but I guess you kind of had to, because it was the first comic. Awesome. No, it was fucking
Everything
great.
That happened in that shit was awesome.
Right. So with that, why don't we move on? Let's move on to La Muerta, Last Rites, by Coffin Comics. In Death She Lives. Okay, so here's the story behind La Muerta. Okay, this was another comic Alex saw. He grabbed it. He said it looked awesome. He picked it up.
Yep.
I was like, all right, let me check into it. Now, apparently, this Last Rites #1 is the conclusion to the beginning to a comic La Muerta's story, this is the conclusion to it. I only know of one other La Muerta comic that I found on the website. Either it's LadyDeathUniverse.com, or you can even go to Coffin Comics. And it's La Muerta Descent #1. So I'm a little confused. And if they listen to this, Lady Death on Instagram messaged us and said, hey, if you're going to review it, let us know what you think. And I was like, yeah, definitely. So maybe if they're listening and they see that we're talking about it, they can give us a little backstory on this. I believe that Descent is the initial the opening to this story. And basically it's this girl named Maria. And oh my god, it better be Maria. Fuck. I'll be so fucking pissed if it. Yeah, it's Maria. Apparently, her whole family was.
A bullet there.
Yeah, there's a crime boss in the city, and her whole family was brutally murdered, and she had come back from the military. I guess she was overseas, and she had come back, and apparently she got involved. Maybe she tried helping someone, or I don't know, but they killed her whole family. So she went out. She threw on this face makeup, and using her fucking awesome fighting skills, she went out and fucking killed everyone. And so Last Rites opens up. I mean, that's what happened. That's when in the story so far in the beginning. Her name is Maria Diaz, and again, she takes on the guise of La Muerta because she's to dismantle the Zavalas and kill. It's a crazy occult obsessed crime cartel that murdered her family in cold blood. And in this epic conclusion to La Muerta's origin, Maria's crusade to avenge her family appears impossible as the nefarious Mama Z tightens her grip on the city. So she's fighting her way through the ranks of this gang to get to Mama Z. This sounds exactly like what? Alec?
Like Punisher?
Yes. Yeah. And I'm all fucking for it, dude.
But it's okay, though.
Hey, listen. Punisher is one of our fucking guilty pleasure comics on this podcast. It's got no real ties or depth to anything that we're as far as what we're reading. It's just your fucking. It's a fucking amazing, but even not that cheesy though.
It's like Expendables, but with one person. It's
Expendable, right?
Yeah.
So if you've listened to us over the past 15 episodes, you know that we love the Punisher comic, and this was in the same exact vein, and it was so fun. It played out just like a movie. The art is fucking awesome. The panels were fucking great. I will say, I mean, they do a lot of negative space stuff, meaning like some of the panels, I'm like, it took me a second to see what was going on because it'll be like a close up, but like using the negative space to show like that she's drinking out of a bottle or something like this. So I'm like, wait, I had to look closely, but I think that might just be because I'm a fucking idiot and I read really quickly, and sometimes I'll read without looking at the panels for some reason. I don't know why. I'm reading through the story and then I forget to look at the fucking panels.
I do that sometimes.
And then I have to go back and be like, wait, what? Oh shit, okay, yeah. So
when there's a lot of dialogue, you just get caught up reading.
You get caught up, yeah, and that's great. So
I do that with Captain America.
Especially that last fucking issue was it was brutal, man.
Paper, my God.
Seriously, it was his fucking thesis. It was Steve Rogers' thesis. They should have just called it Steve Rogers' thesis, issue 4, Civil War II tie-in. That's what they should have called that shit. Anyway, back to Maria Diaz and her killing spree. So, really cool. This particular one, she ends up finding the last guy she wants to kill. She throws acid in his face, thinks he's dead. He's not dead. He comes back. They keep fighting. She thinks she thought she was done like 3 times in this book. No, maybe twice. Maybe like twice she thought she was done. She was leaving. Apparently there's a detective that she met and was helping her or whatever, and he knows that she's La Muerta, and they end up banging, and she thinks she's done and she can have a normal life, and then it turns out that nope, Mama Z isn't fucking done with her and drags her back in. You know what? I'm not even going to go over the whole comic because I think you should read it because it's really fucking fun. It's really, really cool. Mama Z is hot. Maria Diaz is hot. I love that style. Fucking, they got big tits, small waists, and no clothes. Like you gotta love that
red dress and shit.
Yeah, I mean, and I don't normally go for shit like that, but it's fucking hot. I'm actually looking to read the other one, Lady Strike? Lady Death? Is it Lady Death?
I was just looking at that.
Lady. Yeah, but isn't it like Lady Death? I think it is just Lady Death, right?
Yeah. Lady Death. Her first appearance was Evil Ernie in December '91.
Okay. Lady Death is, I think I might read that shit. I don't know.
Alter Ego Hope.
It's interesting because I never was really into that per se. Like, that's like to me like heavy metal. Like, remember Heavy Metal, the magazine and like the movie and stuff. Like, it's like that. It's just scantily clad with weapons and badass and fucking really like cool shit
like that though. That's awesome.
So
because that's what a lot of manga is, So
well, that's true, yeah. And I'm definitely into anime. See, manga and anime are two different things. They're the same thing, but like they're like two sides of the same coin. I think you know what I'm saying. Yeah. As in, one is obviously motion, and the other one is comics and print. Anyway, yeah. So in Coffin Comics, I'm going to be honest. I may have heard of Coffin Comics.
I never heard of them. I'll be sure.
But I wasn't like, oh, who's Coughing? I think I've heard of them before. And I know I've seen Lady Death. I've seen images of Lady Death. You've seen that shit. Yeah, Evil Ernie. That looks fucking cool, too. So, I mean, once again, Alec, you asshole, you've opened up another fucking door, another box of fucking paperbacks that we're going to have to fucking read now because this shit was just fucking awesome. I'm not even going to tell you what happens in this comic, guys. Just go fucking read it because it's really fucking fun. It's just really fun. I mean, at the end of the comic, you think she's done, and then she gets pulled back in. And, dude, classic, like, this was a great fucking movie right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think it's almost like it's an episode of a TV show, but it also ended up, like, being a movie. Like, just really fucking cool, This would be a good, like, season premiere, like a pilot episode. You know what I mean? Anyway, like I was saying, I think the only other comic is Descent because it's the only other one I can find. Am I wrong?
Yeah, no, that's kind of what I'm seeing.
But the thing is, it says the Descent #1, and this is Last Rites #1. So I feel like there was going to be more to that, but I don't know. So I'm a little confused about that. So if you guys are listening, you guys want to know over at Coffin Comics, Lady Death Universe, if you guys want to get into it, that'd be fucking awesome. You let us know. But yeah, so I fucking enjoyed it. And if you go to Lady Death store, the website, oh my god, they have amazing prints for fucking sale, dude. Like really hot prints. Like, I'm like, why am I, now I'm like into this shit. My wife's gonna be like, what the fuck? And it's hilarious because my wife's Spanish. Her family's from Ecuador. And it's like, she's gonna be like, you fucking, that's what you're looking like? And I'm like, hey, babe, I'm gonna get this costume for you. And
I know you're like really, really tan, but could you like get really, really, really white for me, please?
Oh, well, I was talking about La Muerta to do. Yeah, Lady Death is that's a whole nother story. That'd be interesting too. This got weird. Nah, it didn't get weird. I hate saying that. That's dumb. People say that. It didn't get weird. Got fun. Got awesome. So anyway, check out Lady Death Universe. It's fucking awesome. Lady Death looks amazing. Lady Death looks like something from like maybe like World of Warcraft or like a character like there's a fucking wolf back here and she's got fucking, what is it, like a staff and like fucking blades and awesome armor. Like, this is fucking crazy. It's like, I don't read this shit, man. Fuck. It's good stuff. La Muerta. Oh shit, there's like is that a doll? That looks fucking awesome. Yeah, oh yeah, I saw this one, yeah. Yeah, I saw that. The hot pink edition, yep. Good stuff, man. Definitely good stuff.
It says the pinup art book.
Dude, they have a scale action figure for La Muerta. Really cool.
Limited to just 69 serially numbered copies. Dude, I'm gonna have to get this. Like,
I know. It's so cool. It's good stuff, man. I like this shit. I think we might have to start fucking reading this shit now. God damn it. Lady Death killing fucking demons and La Muerta. La Muerta is really, really cool. So I don't know. So I would like to read more. I'm actually a little upset if this is the only one. It says #1 though. So hopefully, and I gotta find. And also I don't know about you, but we should find Descent, dude. We should read the first one too, and we should talk about it.
Yeah.
I'd like to read the beginning of it. They have a Grindhouse edition. Addiction.
Oh, they don't have a regular edition. Oh, here we go, standard.
Yeah. No, they got that too. Yeah. No, but really, really fucking cool.
They don't have a regular. They don't have a regular edition of Descent, man. They got expensive ones.
No, they do. If you go to ladydeathstore.com.
Yeah.
Oh, you're on there. Oh, no, they do. I saw it. Look at these wolves with Lady Death. It's fucking crazy. And this was a Kickstarter. You know, we're gonna. So Lady Death was a Kickstarter. That's crazy. Was La Muerta a Kickstarter? I don't know. That's fucking cool though.
Lady Death Fiend Club.
Brian Pulido is the writer on this. Fucking great. Some really, really good stuff, though. I really fucking enjoy it, though. You know? So anyway, I think that'll do it for us. So go check out La Muerta, Last Rites, or Descent to get the beginning of the story. We're going to check out Descent, and we'll probably talk about it once we get on it. When is that going to be? I don't know. But I think we've done enough. I think that's about it. I just want to mention that either the next episode or the episode after that, we're going to have our first guest on. And I leave that as a little surprise. It's someone that we met on Instagram who's a fan of DC Comics. And so we're going to have him on. And you know, do a little thing with him. Have him come on and talk about some stuff. So I don't think we're going to do... So you should read... It is. We're going to read... Let's read Descent. Let's read...
We should read Generation Zero.
Oh, yeah. We talked about that the last time, and I got that. Yeah. Also, side note, the La Muerta copy I have is actually Alex. He had to drop it off because my comic shop didn't have it, and I ran out of time before I could go to his comic shop, so I ended up, he just drove by, and he just fucking gave it to me, so I had to give it back to him. So I'm trying to keep it as in mint condition as I can, you know, basically. I barely opened it. You know, I didn't open it all the way for you.
Judging by how expensive these are on the website, like if you crinkle that's like $5 a crinkle.
I know. I'm sorry. I know. I'll keep it there. So, but I think that's gonna do it for us. Anything else? Is there anything else? No. It's basically it, guys. You can get us at TheComicsNoob at TheComicsNoob on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Tumblr, iTunes. You can get us Soundcloud, YouTube, all the places you get this stuff. We have this place everywhere. I want to thank everyone who's been listening. I want to thank everyone who comments on our episodes. Please feel free to comment on anything we said. Give us other ideas. We like to read stuff that's like just recently started or is starting or like just started. Like that's what we like to do. It doesn't matter where it's from. Any publisher. You kind of see, if you've been following us, you kind of see what we like, which is a lot of everything now. We've definitely grown our stuff. And I don't know, I hope you guys like what we're doing. We like what we're doing. We don't plan on stopping. We're at episode 15. This is great. I really appreciate this.
15-year anniversary.
15 issue anniversary. 15 episode anniversary. And I don't know, guys. Let us know what you think. And so please, give us some comments, stuff like that. And that's it. I think we're going to end it. I think we're good. Is there anything else I had to say? Oh, guys, shameless plug. If you like The Walking Dead, the show, right now I started a new channel called Third Person. Check it out on YouTube. You'll probably get it from this. If you're on YouTube, watching this on YouTube, it's probably over in the side panel there. Third Person Podcast. We're Third Person on YouTube. Look for Third Person Podcast. And we're talking Fear the Walking Dead. And I'm actually recording an episode tonight after I edit this stuff. And so check us out. We've been getting some pretty good feedback on the stuff. Right now we're doing Fear the Walking Dead, and in October we're going to start The Walking Dead when that comes back. And we're also going to do Westworld, which is a new HBO show, which seems like a really cool show. We're going to do that, and then we're also going to do Game of Thrones when it comes back in 2017. God damn it, it's too long, but we have plenty of stuff to talk about before then. So go check out at Third Person Pod on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, and at YouTube, Third Person. So that's it, guys. I think that's all we're going to do. Alec, you can get to him on Instagram at the Cult of... Oh, my God. Dude, say it. I lost words.
The Cult of Personality.
The Cult of Personality. Sorry, my mouth was just popped. I don't know what happened there.
I just lost words.
Anyway, that's it. All right, guys. We love you. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. So we'll see you next time.